Buying and selling RVs, no matter what your age, if you're going to retire, if you want to go on the road working, whatever, the first thing you need is an RV. So in this course here, I'm going to talk of how I buy an RV, what I look for, the inspections, and all that. So let's get started. Want to buy an RV? I can't tell you how to buy an RV, but what I can do is show you how I buy one and how I look, research, the process I go through in purchasing an RV. And I bought a few. Since I've been doing this 15 years, I've purchased 6 RVs that I actually lived in. Also, I used to buy and sell RVs a few years back. Used to fix them up and sell them and flip them. And that was a good little business too. And we'll do that in another chapter on that. But anyway, in total, I think I've purchased over 20 some RVs in 15 years. So not everyone's been a home run. I've lost money on a couple of them, but most of them I either broke even or actually made a couple bucks. So anyway, here's the process I go through when I buy an RV, and hopefully one of these tips will help you. Okay, let's get going. Well, there's always a good thing like buying a new RV. Oh my goodness. They are so beautiful when you go see them at a show and those kind of things. I got a little footage here. Let's take a quick look and we'll go over a couple things about buying a new RV for what I know. In the winter and the springtime, RV shows are all over the place, especially in the south, down here in Arizona. There's several of them. And these guys, they really bring out the rigs. They are so well built now, colorful, extremely well laid out. They are like mobile apartments anymore because more and more people are living in them full time. Little fake fireplaces, wood floors, granite tops, leather seating. The lighting, oh my goodness, is so much better. And drivability. They're built to drive now. But once again, having a new RV would just be, oh my goodness, something else. But it's not a good investment. RVs depreciate and they depreciate fast. When you finance one of these guys and you're into this thing for 10, 12, 15-year loan, guess what? You're paying on this thing a long time and it will not have the value at the end like you would a house or property, real estate. That's something to heavily consider. And when you go to these shows, they're going to, there's a whole sales team there waiting for you. Come on in, sign here, you know. But recreational vehicles, I mean, that's what it is. It's a recreational vehicle. It is a luxury. Okay, here's a little thing from Credit Karma I found. The new RV I purchased was a lot of years ago and it was less than $20,000. So I wasn't in the class that they are now. The average RV starts at 50 and goes up to $1 million. And what you can get with RV loans, a recreational vehicle loan is a higher interest loan. It's not like a regular bank loan. What a lot of dealers will recommend, if you can go to your credit union, a lot of credit unions will finance RVs. Shorter term, but they will finance them. They usually use the RV as collateral. A lot of the larger RV dealerships will have their own in-house type financing. And you just got to remember you can pay a lot of interest and that RV is going to depreciate quickly, especially a new one. They drop and then they'll hold their value for a while, but they keep dropping. So if you have a 10, 12, 15-year loan on that RV, you're going to end up owing more than what it's worth at the end of it. One way to save money, there's states with no sales tax. If you can set up a way to get the vehicle registered in one of these states, Alaska, Delaware, Montana is very popular for doing this, New Hampshire and Oregon. And they have different ways that you can set up a LLC type corporation and you can get your vehicles registered up there and you'll save on the sales tax. Another thing to consider too is buying almost new. Buying a 2, 3, 4-year-old RV, that's already had the bugs worked out of it, and it's already taken the big hit on depreciation. And they're still very financeable, and most of them are in great shape. They're new. There's a lot of people that just went upside down. They couldn't afford it, so they turn them in, or they trade up. So that's another option to consider too, is getting almost new. Now, where another option, this is where I actually bought my motorhome, Sun City RV. It's a consignment. They're really not a full-fledged RV dealer. They're a consignment lot. You make an offer, and then the owner of the rig will accept it or deny it. But this is where I bought my Class A motorhome, the one I have now, and I probably saved $5,000 on book when I bought that. So that's a little bit what I know about buying new. I don't know a lot. That's one avenue I never explored because it's just out of my realm. And personally, I like buying the used ones and fixing them up. But if you're going to go after a new RV, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you're going to pay. You're going to pay quite a bit. And also the depreciation. So be smart about your money. Consult your bank. Really look hard at the numbers before you pull the trigger on that. Because those RV shows, they get you excited. And boy, they'll get you signed up. And next thing you know, you're sitting in an RV you can't afford. Then it sits in your driveway. So that's what I know. Okay, moving on. All right, well, let's get started. In this example, I'll use, we're going to buy a used RV. Our budget's going to be right around $25,000. I'm going to show you how I would look for an RV like that. So here we go. All right, here we go. I use Craigslist extensively when I'm looking for RVs. You got to be very careful on Craigslist. You got to look out for the scams, but I'd say 80% of the RVs I've purchased through the years have been off Craigslist. You can find some good deals, especially for sale by owner. So let's get going. Down here under the for sale section, there's RVs and campers. Click that. This will pop up. Also, I'm using Phoenix because I'm based in Arizona. We'll just use Phoenix for the example. And here's all your RVs. So up here in the search, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in, because we're looking for a Class A motorhome. We're going to go Class, and we'll look for a diesel. There they are right there. All different prices. Down here in the search, what I'll do is minimum price, we'll go 10,000, max 25,000. Update search. Georgie boy, 20 grand. You got another one. Harley Davidson diesel pusher motorhome. Look at that, 12 grand. 92. Some of these older rigs aren't bad if they've been well kept. The only thing you'll find with an older motorhome like this is they're underpowered. Normally the engines are small. So, but look at this one. Here you go, 96 Winnebago diesel pusher. That doesn't look bad at all. Let's use this one. It's a Vectra. There's no slide on it. It's been polished up pretty good. Everything looks pretty good on this. See, now the ad said 350 horsepower. You look down here, it's 325. You really got to watch what you're going to get on Craigslist. Just be careful. Be careful. And there's a number, phone number. I will never, ever contact off Craigslist without some type of direct contact. This was posted 9 days ago. Okay. And then the next thing. All right. So we picked our motorhome. It's a 96 Winnebago Vectra diesel. Real quick, 2 more sites you can search. Facebook Marketplace. Make sure you're within 100 miles of your location. Once again, I'm in Arizona, and you can go through and you can actually refine your search. You can go to a Class A. Look at that, a 1990 Class C for 12 grand. Also, what you have too, I've used in the past, is RV Trader. It's like a nationwide classified ad for RVs. But you'll get more dealers advertising in this one. You got to be careful in this one too. You got to be careful in them all. Anyway, those are 2 more. Facebook Marketplace RV Trader. All right, now we just found our motor home. Yay. I'm going to show you how I do a lot more research on this motorhome before I even contact the seller. All right, let's move on. Next lesson. Okay, we have our motorhome, a 96 Vectra Winnebago. Let's research it. All right, here's our example motorhome, a 96 Winnebago Vectra. Let's read through what they listed here. 68,000 miles, Class A, automatic transmission. Down here they said fresh oil, tons of basement storage, all the pretty common things for a big diesel pusher like this. No roof leaks or dry rot, and that's what they're claiming. Clean title. Always look for a clean title. Many options. 19,500. When you go through some of the pictures, it looks clean, just older. We'll get into that later. Okay, so first thing I do, I copy this. I go 96 Winnebago Vectra diesel pusher. Let's get over here to Google. Here we go. This is our Google search for 96 Winnebago Vectra diesel pusher. Look at this. There's old YouTube videos. Doesn't matter how old, you can do a walkthrough on an old video like that. Next thing, look at this. They have one listed on RV Trader. Let's see. They got the 96 in the search, but there's no 96 there. That's okay. That's one thing about RV Trader. You'll see a listing like that. Here you go. Here's NADA Guides. This is a book. This will help you get a book price, a general idea what the book value is of any type of vehicle, motorcycles, boats, and RVs. So NADA, they have the 96 Winnebago motorhome prices. Let's click it. Okay, what you have in NADA is a ton of ads. You gotta have to look past that. So we got 96 motorhomes. We're in the Winnebago. It's not the Adventure. We're looking for Vectra. You scroll down. Here's your Vectra Grand Tour Series. I believe that's the one there. No slides, center kitchen. I believe that one should be it. Okay, I enter my zip code, get base price. See all the pop-up ads they give you in this thing? Anyway, okay, look at this. It sold originally when it was new, $95,000. Low retail is $12,500. Average retail is $15,000. So basically, they're asking $4,000 to $5,000 over average retail, which this is a seller's market, so that's really not too uncommon. Okay, let's go back to our search. Back here in the search results, what I'll do is I'll refine this Winnebago Vectra pusher search. I could type in specs, brochure, anything, and I'll look for every bit of information I can find on this. I'll watch some of the old YouTube videos, even though it's not that exact rig. It'll give you a really good idea what the features are in a Winnebago Vectra of that age, 96. Got to remember, this is a 25-year-old motorhome. Okay, we've done our research. I'm ready to call and see if I can't see this motorhome. Give it a good inspection. Next video. Inspecting the RV. This is very, very important. And I'm going to give you a few tips that I look for. In this example, I'm just going to be using the pictures. I can't actually go see this motorhome, but you'll get a good general idea. So let's get started. Okay, well, I'm interested. I'm going to call the seller, and I want to set up an appointment to go see it. First thing, I'll ask the seller if they got a Carfax on it, find out where this motorhome has been, how many owners, what parts of the country it's been in. You always want to check that first thing. Second thing, when I get there, I can't go see it personally, but we're going to do this off the pictures. Really, it looks like a clean motorhome on the outside. It's got the hitch. It's got a ladder. Definitely get up on the roof, inspect the roof, make sure there's no signs of leakage. The seams are okay. Everything looks good up there. Check all the seams around the edge of the roofing and around the coach. Make sure they're sealed and caulked, no big gaps, no water leaks. Look, see if it's been painted. You know, just really closely inspect this thing. You want to pop each and every, what they call basement covers, the hatches. Look inside, look for any type of water damage, water stains, anything of that nature. Do you want the awning extended? Look at the condition of your awning. Make sure they pull it out for you. Inspect the awning. This one's nice. It's got the door for the driver. These older coaches do. Okay, here's the tailpipe. There's actually a generator up underneath the front of this thing. Have them extend this out and run the generator. Make sure you run all the electrical in there, especially the roof air conditioner. Check that real good too. Tires. Read the dates on the tires. See how old they are. They could have a lot of tread, but the sidewalls might be cracked. If the tires are too old, they can get rotted, even though there's good tread. So read the dates on the tires. On the inside, check the ceiling. Really good for any type of water stain. If any of the fabric's loose, anything of that nature, that is a real tell sign of the condition of a roof. Also, look inside the cabinets. Open every single cabinet. They'll clean off the big area here, but inside you'll see water stains along the edge. That means at some point that roof has leaked. And once again, take a really good flashlight with you and look at every single cupboard up on in the bedrooms, all over the place. Also inspect really good underneath the cabinets. Look for any sign of water stain, mold, dry rot, mouse droppings, any of that nature. Lift the bed underneath. There's your engine. Lift up the bed. You can actually see the engine underneath there. Have them open that up for you. Check all the windows, window sills. Make sure there's no water stains. Check all the edges of up around here. Check inside the bedroom cabinets for water stains as well. Same thing in the bathroom. Check the floors. Check underneath the cabinets. Have them hook water to the coach. Pressurize the system. Make sure there's no water leaks in any of the water lines. Check all your light switches for lights, anything in that nature, and once again, look in those cabinets. This really looks like a fairly clean coach. Look for any big cracks in the leather. Something this old, it's nature of the beast. You can always buy seat covers for it. Check your mileage and also start it up. Take it for a test drive. Check your water temperatures, your oil pressures, and all that. If you're in real doubt and have access to a mechanic, that'd be great. The air conditioner that runs off the engine, make sure that works, because that can get very expensive in a hurry. And it looks like it has a little black and white backup camera. Check that. Make sure your mirrors operate correctly, because almost all these coaches, it's electric mirrors. Really, this thing looks pretty good shape. So once you get all that checked out, then time to make a deal. Okay, inspection complete. Time to make a deal. Okay, well, I used that old motorhome for just an example off Craigslist, but the same practice. Use the same practice whether you use an RV trader, out of your local newspaper, Facebook, Marketplace, wherever you're going to find your RV. Maybe the neighbor down the street. Class A, Class Bs, travel trailers, all of them. Check the tires. Make sure you look for leakage. That's probably the number one thing, is when a motorhome leaks and water gets down in these walls aren't very thick, and it gets in the insulation, guess what? Mold grows. And once you get the mold in there, then that's just a different ball of wax. It could look absolutely brand new on the outside, but you'll have trouble, and it's also very unhealthy. So used RVs, and also location. If this RV came out of, say, like the South, where it floods a lot, there's a good chance this thing sat in water at some point. Look underneath the chassis for rust. All of it. You just got to really thoroughly check, because this is something you're going to buy, and you're going to be living with this thing for a long time. And you want the RV to be safe, work good, and ready for travel. So once again, check this thing out. before you pull the trigger and purchase. A new RV, okay, it's brand new, it comes with warranty and all that, so that's a different story. But when you're into buying used, just keep your eyes open, be smart. Okay, let's move on. Selling your RV. It's as easy as one, two, three. That rhymes. Anyway, it's almost the reverse process of buying. Let me show you. Selling RVs. I've always had the best luck, once again, on Craigslist. You just have to be very, very careful. Screen who's contacting you. Make sure they're the real deal. Never accept checks or money orders or anything like that. I've always insisted on cash and or meet them at a bank where you can actually transfer the title because you can get it notarized right at a bank. Take care of the transaction right there. But you can list, you can put in multiple pictures on your RV. You can search your areas. Like in Arizona, I always listed in Phoenix. Always had really good luck. I never had a listing last more than 7 days and the vehicle was sold. So I highly recommend using Craigslist. And if you're uncomfortable with that, there's always Facebook Marketplace. You can list it on Facebook. They'll direct contact you right through Facebook, and you'll see a lot of vehicles. And I think Marketplace has finally grown to the point where you see a lot more vehicles and whatnot. And then another one, too, would be RV Trader. When I sold my diesel pusher, I put it on RV Trader, and I had a lot of response on there. And you can add multiple pictures. It's a little more pricey, but you can, once again, do by areas and all that. And a lot of people look at this. You'll get a lot of traffic off RV Trader on RV. So once again, Craigslist, Facebook, RV Trader, about the same thing I do as when I go to look to buy. Another thing I like to have in hand, and I pay for it myself before I sell a vehicle, I'll spend the $20 and get the Carfax history, and you can get it on RVs, any type of vehicle. I can show the potential buyer the good Carfax report, the good or bad. Normally they're all good because I already checked the vehicle before I bought it. And then also what I'll do is I'll go in here to NADA and I'll print out the latest value on the vehicle, on the motorhome, trailer, whatever it is. I just print it out and I have that in hand. So when the buyer shows up, I got the Carfax, latest book price, and whatnot. Now, once you sell your vehicle, make sure you contact your local DMV. Like in Arizona, they got a sold notice. And you submit this right away, and it protects you from liability in case they take that vehicle out and wreck it while it's still, before they transfer title. It's really still in your name, but if you do it online, it's instant. It's totally out of your name, and the liability is off you. So, in selling a vehicle, like I said, I've never had any problems whatsoever with Craigslist. You just got to be super careful, and you have to be super careful with everything you do, selling used and selling it online like that. Okay, moving on. Final thought is also have a good bill of sale already written up with the VIN numbers on it, the date, the price, and that protects you too. Have 2 copies, one for the buyer, and you keep one yourself, and you should be good to go. And don't forget to contact your insurance company too once it's sold. No sense paying for it if it's not yours anymore. All right, happy selling. Moving on. Renting an RV. Is that the good way to go? Let's find out. RV rentals. I keep recommending this all the time. I wish when I started RVing over 15 years ago, it would have been more affordable and had this kind of access to RV rentals like you do nowadays. Look at this. This is Cruise America. They got those Class Cs. You see them everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And they got service centers. These guys have been grown and grown and grown. And you can just jump in it, go, drop it off at a different location. And it makes it affordable. And basically what you're finding out is, do I even want to RV and be on the road? You know, with Cruise America. Then you got these guys like RV Share. Look at this. Where people that own rigs will rent them. Pet-friendly RVs, deliverable ones. Of course, they give you all the good pictures to go see. And they give you an average, but it costs more than that. It'll cost you more. That's just the rental of the RV. You got food and wherever you're going to end up. But a lot of the Class C's, people bought these. You can rent a Class A if you want to go in style, rent a pull trailer. Now, here's something else to consider. On a pull trailer rental, you're going to find out if your vehicle that you own now will pull the style RV you want. So it's a good little test too. So once again, if you're really in doubt, rent one. So renting an RV, absolutely. I highly recommend it. I wish back in the day when I first started RVing and I started thinking about switching to different kinds, RV rental was more available and affordable back then. It wasn't. But now it is, and I highly recommend it. What a great way to start your RV adventure, to know what you want up front before you spend all that kind of money. Okay, moving on. Buying an RV is exciting. You go to these RV shows, they get you excited, you sign, say, hey, I own an RV. What about a year or two later, that thing's sitting in the driveway and you use it 3 times a year? But if you're going to full time, that's a different story. But you got warranty, all of it. It just all merges together. I can't recommend renting an RV first. If you have never RV'd and don't know what you really want yet, rent that thing. Take it out, even if it's for a weekend. Take it to your local campground. It doesn't matter. It gives you the feel of RVing, whether you're in a Class A, travel trailer, whatever, truck camper, tent, whatever. You're going to get the feel for RVing, and I can't recommend that enough. Well, thanks for watching this course. I mean, I hope this helps you. These are tips and tricks that I've used for a long time, and I've been pretty successful at it. So, anyway, let's keep on going. See you on the next course. And thanks for watching.